what is the best and worst part about filming in a desert?
Watching Rosemarie run for a long time in her high-heeled boots was the most fun part for me because I had to do it. You did a great job.
Arizona, it's a darkly comic film. It takes place in 2009 in Arizona. The housing crisis is our background. We meet Cassie Fowler, played by Rosemarie, who is a struggling mother who lives in one of these collapsing subdivisions. Not only does she live in this underwater house, but she also has to sell them. It's her job. So she's in a desperate spot, and then she meets another resident who's even more desperate by the name of Sonny, played by Danny McBride. And after he arrives, there's blood and mayhem, and it's called Arizona. It's a wonderful, unexpected, and beautifully odd script that Danny, while we were making Vice Principals, said you have to see this. And here we all are. And this amazing collection of humanity came along for this odyssey.
I just wanted to I was reading about just how desperate people were getting as they were losing their houses, and I've always wanted to sort of write a thriller, and it just seemed like it's a really good motivation for people to behave the way that they have to behave in movies where terrible things happen. It's to ground it in real world desperation seemed really funny, and I wrote it for Danny because I'm such a huge fan of these guys and their commitment to doing things that are just always unexpected and funny when you don't think they're going to be funny, and dark when you think they're going to be funny.
And Danny, what was it about this project that made you want to come on board as not only a star but also a producer?
You know, Luke just wrote a very, very funny script. And like he said, it's very unexpected. I hadn't read anything like it. I didn't know what to expect when it starts. And, it starts with this very relatable, grounded story between a mother and daughter, and then it just goes off the rails. And, you get so many scripts that you read and you feel like you can see the ending coming a mile away. And this, I never knew what was going to happen from page to page. And that's exciting. It seemed like something that deserved to be brought to screen.
And Rosemarie, I'm wondering, what was it about Cassie that you first and most identified with?
I liked that she was it's always more fun to play a woman on the edge of something, whatever it is. And if Danny McBride is involved, then that's a no-brainer for me. I identified with, I guess, sort of her, this sounds so sad, her desperation. Wanting to, do the right thing and just finding herself in an impossible situation. And there's some action elements in there and some heart. It mixes some genres, and so it was a really fun acting challenge too.
What do you all want audiences to take away from the film, whether it's about mothers and daughters, the recession, or Arizona in general?
One interesting thing that I think about the movie is, just like Danny was saying, you kind of know what's coming, and a lot of times it's almost kind of comforting. You're just kind of seeing something, you kind of feel like you know what's going to happen. In this movie, you don't know what's going to happen. And I think that's going to be really fun for people to kind of watch something where they're totally engaged and they're not knowing that a right turn's coming up, then a left turn. There's really this, as Danny was saying, it really kind of goes off the rails in a really interesting way.
Now is the moment everyone's been waiting for, which is to throw rings onto an LCAT.
Oh.
That was good.
Oh!
All right, Lolli, I'm going in. All right, go for it.
Bounce it off the wall.
Yeah! One and done. That's all